It's wonderful to see you here. My name's Marianne Shillingford. I'm the creative director of Dulux. We're launching this future-proofing design talk in conjunction with the launch of our own Colour Futures Trends forecasting. What's affecting the world and the way it might look and feel in the future. We've gathered information together from experts to put together palettes that are really relevant for today and for the future.
I'm Marcus Fairs, and I'd like to invite my panellists up onto the stage. They are Louise Tod, who works for Dulux, Mark Dytham from Klein Dytham Architecture, and Dara Huang from Design Haus Liberty. The topic of the talk is future-proofing design, and we're going to talk about, as a designer, as a creative, how do you ensure that in this time of dramatic change, technological change, political change, environmental change, your building is still going to be there and be useful in 100 years' time.
We've got a product in our marine division called Intersleek 2000, which replaced a product that was used widely to paint on the bottom of ships. But that actually emitted a poison which killed the barnacles but also killed sea life. Intersleek is just super slippy, and that's how it keeps the barnacles away. We were able to take the technology, the thinking from that product and bring it into our durable paints. So a lot of it is really transferable.
This is a wedding chapel in the foothills of the Southern Alps in Japan. In Japan, there's no religion where you can't sort of base it around a cross, so we based it around the notion of the actual wedding veil. It's just an idea, a simple idea, and it's kind of timeless in a way, and I think that's really important when you're future-proofing design. You really can't tell when we design that. It just really comes from the brief. This is a colour renovation. The two towers are 30 years old. These two sort of dark brown towers were built in this national park. So our client bought them and said, could you paint them a colour? So we thought about it and we thought, well, wouldn't it be great if we could make these two dreadful buildings disappear? And is there a way that we could camouflage them? So one of the towers is black and white, and one is green and white in different shades. So the idea is that one would disappear in the winter, and one would disappear with the green tones in the summer. These are 40 stories high, and just with a lick of paint, we can completely change them.
I don't know if anyone has noticed this, but there's been this huge paradigm shift of power going from corporates and finance, shifting over to tech and creatives. Big developers and landlords are having a hard time attracting tenants. Those tenants are having a really difficult time attracting talent. So it's a great time to be a creative because all of a sudden this word of design went from being an ultimate luxury to being an absolute necessity. People need design if anybody is going to want to see a return. Our greatest value is going to be in an economy that needs us the most. So we created an R&D sector to our practice called DH Labs. These are architects, tech, finance, real estate coming together to try and come up with solutions for tomorrow. DH Labs is really thinking about disruptive solutions. I want to empower designers to realize that really small ideas can have incredible global scale and impact.
Thanks everyone for coming to the talk. Thanks to the ROBA for hosting. Thanks to Dulux for making this happen. And thanks especially to Mark and Dara.